Before the moon went dim, the village knew the night. Every street had lanterns, every window held a light. There was one beside the fountain, one above the bakery door, one outside a grandmother's house, and many, many more. But slowly no one tended them, and slowly no one stayed. The lamps grew weak and quiet, and the moon began to fade. So the evening lost its color, and the square forgot its tune. The village did not notice until it nearly lost the moon. Before the moon went dim, the night was warm and kind. Before the moon went dim, the lamps knew where to shine. Now the moth has come to carry all the light we left behind. Every faded little lantern still remembers how to shine. The moth came from the hill fog, white as linen, soft as snow. Between her wings the lantern moon was burning warm and low. She did not ask the village why the lamps had gone away. She only flew above them and brought back yesterday. Nina saw the first spark fall, Antonio saw the second. Rosa heard the third lamp hum like an old song softly beckoned. Matteo saw the fourth one glow in the bakery light. Paolo saw the fifth one drift across the blue-black night. Before the moon went dim, the night was warm and kind. Before the moon went dim, the lamps knew where to shine. Now the moth has come to carry all the light we left behind. Every faded little lantern still remembers how to shine. Name the lamps, name the night, name the small returning light. Look above, do not forget, the moon is not finished yet. The villagers began to whisper names they used to know. One lamp for an old neighbor, one for winter snow, one for children's stories, one for bread and wine, one for roads beyond the hills, one for candles shine. And every time they named a lamp, another flame awoke. The square became a golden book, the darkness softly spoke. The moth circled once above them, then vanished in the blue. But the lantern moon she carried kept shining clear and true. Before the moon went dim, the night was warm and kind. Before the moon went dim, the lamps knew where to shine. Now the moth has come to carry light through every door, and the village keeps the moon alive by lighting one lamp more. Before the moon grows cold and deep, raise your eyes before you sleep. One small flame can hold a night, if someone cares to keep it bright. In a village under moonlight, where the lanterns lost their flame, every window turned to shadow, every street forgot its name. The balconies were silent, the square was cold and blue, and children stopped their waiting for the stories they once knew. The moon above was fading like a candle nearly gone, and all the little evening lights could barely carry on. Then above the sleeping rooftops, through the silver village air, something white began to flutter with a golden light to bear. The moth came down with a lantern moon between her glowing wings. She crossed the dark, she crossed the roofs, and woke forgotten things. The moth came down through the blue night sky, with moon dust soft and bright, and every heart that lost its evening found its way back into light. Nina stood beside the fountain with a lantern in her hand. She saw the giant moon moth float above the sleeping land. Her wings were ivory silk, her eyes were warm and wide, and in her lace-like patterns little village windows shine. Inside her wings were candles, paper birds and silver flowers, old keys, forgotten wishes, and the dreams of evening hours. Then one soft golden spark fell from the moon she carried there. Nina caught it in her fingers, and light filled the air. The moth came down with a lantern moon between her glowing wings. She crossed the dark, she crossed the roofs, and woke forgotten things. The moth came down through the blue night sky, with moon dust soft and bright, and every heart that lost its evening found its way back into light. Light is not only in the moon, not only in the flame. It lives inside the window that still remembers your name. When the night grows heavy, when the old lamps disappear, one gentle wing of kindness can bring the glow back near. The lantern posts began to tremble, then they burned with gold. The old square filled with faces that the darkness could not hold. Rosa opened every shutter, Antonio raised his eyes, Matteo saw the bakery glass reflect the silver skies. Paolo lit the doorway, Elena smiled through tears, and all the faded village lamps returned from sleeping years. The moth looked down so softly, as if she always knew. The moon was never missing, it was waiting inside you. The moth came down with the lantern moon, and the village breathed again. She lit the roofs and quiet streets with silver golden rain. The moth came down, then flew away, but left her moonlight there, in every lamp, in every heart, in every whispered prayer. When your lantern lanterns lose their flame. When the night forgets your name, watch the rooftops still, and soon a white moth may carry the moon. Before the moon went dim, the village knew the night. Every street had lanterns, every window held a light. There was one beside the fountain, one above the bakery door, one outside a grandmother's house, and many, many more. But slowly no one tended them, and slowly no one stayed. The lamps grew weak and quiet, and the moon began to fade. So the evening lost its color, and the square forgot its tune. The village did not notice until it nearly lost the moon. Before the moon went dim, the night was warm and kind. Before the moon went dim, the lamps knew where to shine. Now the moth has come to carry all the light we left behind. Every faded little lantern still remembers how to shine. The moth came from the hill fog, white as linen, soft as snow. Between her wings the lantern moon was burning warm and low. She did not ask the village why the lamps had gone away. She only flew above them and brought back yesterday. Nina saw the first spark fall, Antonio saw the second. Rosa heard the third lamp hum like an old song softly beckoned. Mateo saw the fourth one glow in the bakery light. Paolo saw the fifth one drift across the blue-black night. Before the moon went dim, the night was warm and kind. Before the moon went dim, the lamps knew where to shine. Now the moth has come to carry all the light we left behind. Every faded little lantern still remembers how to shine. Name the lamps, name the night, name the small returning light. Look above, do not forget, the moon is not finished yet. The villagers began to whisper names they used to know. One lamp for an old neighbor, one for winter snow, one for children's stories, one for bread and wine, one for roads beyond the hills, one for candle shine. And every time they named a lamp, another flame awoke. The square became a golden book, the darkness softly spoke. The moth circled once above them, then vanished in the blue. But the lantern moon she carried kept shining clear and true. Before the moon come to carry
light through every door,
and the village keeps the moon alive
by lighting one lamp more.
Before the moon grows cold and deep, raise your eyes before you sleep. One small flame can hold the night, if someone cares to keep it bright. Lantern moon, soft and round, floating high above the town. Lantern moon, golden white, bring the village back its light. Every street was dark and still, every window tired and low. Every little candle flame had forgotten how to glow. Then a moth with ivory wings carried you across the sky, and every lonely rooftop lifted up its eyes. Lantern moon, glow again, glow again. Light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, shine again, shine again. Wake the village from the blue night's pain. Rosa saw a candle floating in the wing. Antonio heard the old lamps softly start to sing. Mateo saw the oven brighten through the wall. Helena saw the moonlight touch the balcony rail. Paulo saw a paper bird with silver on its breast. Nina saw a golden key where the moon dust came to rest. The moth flew slowly over them, no hurry in her flight, as if she came from somewhere old to repair the night. Lantern moon, glow again, glow again. Light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, shine again, shine again. Wake the village from the blue night's pain. Little lamp, little door, little flame, we knew before. Little moon, little spark, find the homes inside the dark. One by one the lanterns woke on the street and by the stair. Golden circles filled the stones, silver dust was everywhere. Children ran into the square, grandmothers brought out bread. Old men sat beneath the lamps and smiled at words unsaid. The moth flew toward the hill, her wings no longer full. The lantern moon had given light to every quiet soul. And in the morning people knew, though daylight touched the stone, a village needs its evening lights to never feel alone. Lantern moon, glow again, glow again. Light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, stay within, stay within. Every open window lets the night begin. Lantern moon above the street, soft as bread and warm as sleep. When the dark becomes too soon, wait beneath the lantern moon. again before the morning came. Not with sunrise, not with fire, but with a softer flame. One lamp beside the fountain, one candle near the door, one moonbeam on the balcony, then 100 more. The people stood in silence, with lanterns in their hands. They watched the white moth floating over rooftops, walls and lands. The moon between her wings was round and warm and bright, and all the old forgotten lamps were waking in the night. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, soft beneath the moon, and all the hearts that closed too early opened very soon. Rosa saw her mother's lamp glowing by the chair. Antonio saw the square light that had waited there. Matteo saw the bakery glass filled with golden dust. Paolo saw the old street stones remember how to trust. Elena saw the keyhole brighten by itself. Nina saw a tiny moon resting on a shelf. And all the lights around them were not strange, not far away. They were pieces of the village that had dimmed from day to day. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, soft beneath the moon, and all the hearts that closed too early opened very soon. Light the road, light the stair, light the empty evening air, light the bread, light the stone, light the ones who feel alone. Soon the balconies were glowing, soon the square was warm. Every tiny lamp became a shelter from the storm. Children came with sleepy eyes, old men came with chairs. Grandmothers brought out blankets, bread and evening prayers. The moth flew in a circle, then rose above the hill. The moon she carried onward left the village shining still. And every night thereafter, when the sky grew dark again, they lit the first lamp together before the shadows came. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, and the people understood. A lamp is only living when it shines for someone good. When the evening feels too cold, when the lamps no longer hold, light one flame and count to 10. The village may light again. When the lamps went out, the village did not cry. It only closed its shutters and stopped asking why. The square became a shadow, the fountain lost its shine. The moon above the rooftops looked tired all the time. Children stopped their stories, old men stayed indoors. Grandmothers kept their bread warm, but no one crossed the floors. Every evening came too early, every night stayed far too long, and the village almost lost the memory of song. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow. Every heart grew quieter than anyone could know. When the lamps went out, the moon began to fade, and the white moth crossed the rooftops with the light the village made. She came through silver fog with wings like folded lace, the moon between her body lit her gentle face. Inside her wings were lanterns, little candles, tiny doors, paper birds and golden keys from forgotten floors. Nina saw her first above the village square. The moth was carrying moonlight like a prayer through the air. Then moon dust fell like blessing, soft on stone and bread, and every lamp that had gone dark remembered light instead. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow. Every heart grew quieter than anyone could know. When the lamps went out, the moon began to fade, then the white moth crossed the rooftops with the light the village made. Do not blame the darkness when no one keeps the flame. Do not blame the evening when no one speaks a name. Every lamp needs tending, every moon needs eyes, every little village needs someone to light the skies. The first lamp lit the fountain, the second lit the wall, the third lamp lit the bakery, the fourth one lit them all. Rosa opened curtains, Antonio touched his cap, Mateo brought out warm bread, Paolo fixed a strap. Elena held a lantern higher than before. Nina placed a golden spark beside the old church door. And when the moth flew upward, the village understood the night was never empty when the light was shared for good. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow, but no night stays forever when one flame learns to grow. When the lamps went out, the moth returned the moon, and the village found its evening under silver golden bloom. If your lamps are cold and dim, if the night feels far too thin, look for wings above the town. The moon may still be coming down. stood in the square where the old lamps used to shine. She held one little candle, but the dark crossed every line. The moon above was tired, the windows barely glowed. The village seemed to whisper, we forgot the evening road. Then over every rooftop, white wings opened wide. A giant moth was floating with the moon held safe inside. Her wings were soft as linen, her eyes were warm and deep, and tiny stars inside her looked like dreams that would not sleep. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark and held it to the night. One small child beneath the lamps can bring a village light. Inside the spark she saw a street, a kitchen and a flame, a balcony with flowers, a door that knew her name. She saw old people laughing, children running late, a lantern by the fountain, and someone at the gate. The moth bent down above her, as quiet as a prayer. The moon between her wings poured gold into the air. Nina lifted up the spark, not to keep it, not to hide. She let the village see the glow that waited deep inside. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark and held it to the night. One small child beneath the lamps can bring a village light. Hold it gently, let it grow. Share the moon you came to know. Little spark, soft and bright, wake the lamps and wake the night. The spark rose from her fingers, then became a silver flame. Soon the lamp beside the fountain softly spoke its name. Then another, down the street and up the hill, all the village lights awakened, quiet, golden, still. Rosa cried with wonder, Antonio smiled slow, Matteo opened bakery doors in the moonlit glow, and Nina laughed because she knew, though no one had to say, a single spark can call the moon back from far away. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark, then she let that spark go free, and all the village lamps returned like stars beneath the tree. Little hands in moonlit flame call the dark by a softer name. When the night forgets its art, carry moonlight in your heart. Wings of moon shadows hide. Wings of moonlight soft against the blue, carrying a lantern moon. The village almost knew. In the wings were candles, windows, keys, and stars. Tiny paper birds from forgotten boulevards. The moth made no thunder, the moth made no cry. She only brought the evening back across the sky. Wings of moonlight open through the night, wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, warm, and slow, bring the village back the glow it used to know. One wing touched the fountain, one wing crossed the square. Silver dust fell softly through the waiting air. One wing lit the bakery, one wing warmed the stone. One wing found a window where someone sat alone. Mina saw a moonbeam blinking like an eye. Rosa saw a candle from another sky. Antonio saw the old streets shining in the wing, and every silent lantern post remembered how to sing. Wings of moonlight open through the night, wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, warm, and slow, bring the village back the glow it used to know. Light in the feather, light in the door, light in the window that waited before. Light in the silence, light in the prayer, light in the night sky, still breathing there. The moth shook out her wings, not wild, not loud. Moon dust fell like kindness from a silver cloud. It landed on the houses, it rested on the street. It warmed the little open hands of everyone it meet. And every spark that touched the town did not remain apart. It entered through the windows and settled in the heart. When the moth flew beyond the hill, the sky was clear and bright. The village kept her moonlit wings inside every lamp that night. Wings of moonlight open through the night, wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, strange, and true, the moth brought back the night to us and brought us back there too. Wings so soft and wings so bright, carry dreams through silver night. If the lamps begin to hide, keep one moonlit wing inside. When the lamps went out, the village did not cry. It only closed its shutters and stopped asking why. The square became a shadow, the fountain lost its shine. The moon above the rooftops looked tired all the time. Children stopped their stories, old men stayed indoors. Grandmothers kept their bread warm, but no one crossed the floors. Every evening came too early, every night stayed far too long, and the village almost lost the memory of song. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow. Every heart grew quieter than anyone could know. When the lamps went out, the moon began to fade. Then the white moth crossed the rooftops with the light the village made. She came through silver fog with wings like folded lace. The moon between her body lit her gentle face. Inside her wings were lanterns, little candles, tiny doors, paper birds and golden keys from forgotten floors. Nina saw her first above the village square. The moth was carrying moonlight like a prayer through the air. Then moon dust fell like blessings, soft on stone and bread. And every lamp that had gone dark remembered light instead. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow. Every heart grew quieter than anyone could know. When the lamps went out, the moon began to fade. Then the white moth crossed the rooftops with the light the village made. Do not blame the darkness when no one keeps a flame. Do not blame the evening when no one speaks a name. Every lamp needs tending, every moon needs eyes. Every little village needs someone to light the skies. The first lamp lit the fountain, the second lit the wall, the third lamp lit the bakery, the fourth one lit them all. Rosa opened curtains, Antonio touched his cap, Matteo brought out warm bread, Paolo fixed a strap. Elena held her lantern higher than before. Nina placed a golden spark beside the old church door. And when the moth flew upward, the village understood the night was never empty when the light was shared for good. When the lamps went out, the streets forgot their glow. But no night stays forever when one flame learns to grow. When the lamps went out, the moth returned the moon, and the village found its evening under silver, gold and blue. If your lamps are cold and dim, if the night feels far too thin, look for wings above the town. The moon may still be coming down. village lit again before the morning came, not with sunrise, not with fire, but with a softer flame. One lamp beside the fountain, one candle near the door, one moonbeam on the balcony, then 100 more. The people stood in silence, with lanterns in their hands. They watched the white moth floating over rooftops, walls and lands. The moon between her wings was round and warm and bright, and all the old forgotten lamps were waking in the night. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, soft beneath the moon, and all the hearts that closed too early opened very soon. Rosa saw her mother's lamp glowing by the chair. Antonio saw the square light that had waited there. Matteo saw the bakery glass fill with golden dust. Paolo saw the old street stones remember how to trust. Elena saw the keyhole brighten by itself. Nina saw a tiny moon resting on a shelf. And all the lights around them were not strange, not far away. They were pieces of the village that had dimmed from day to day. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, soft beneath the moon, and all the hearts that closed too early opened very soon. Light the road, light the stair, light the empty evening air. Light the bread, light the stone, light the ones who feel alone. Soon the balconies were glowing, soon the square was warm. Every tiny lamp became a shelter from the storm. Children came with sleepy eyes, old men came with chairs. Grandmothers brought out blankets, bread and evening prayers. The moth flew in a circle, then rose above the hill. The moon she carried onward left the village shining still. And every night thereafter, when the sky grew dark again, they lit the first lamp together before the shadows came. The village lit again, silver, gold and true. Every window found a flame, every shadow turned blue. The village lit again, and the people understood. A lamp is only living when it shines for someone good. When the evening feels too cold, when the lamps no longer hold, light one flame and count to 10. The village may light again. Lantern moon, soft and round, floating high above the town. Lantern moon, golden white, bring the village back its light. Every street was dark and still, every window tired and low. Every little candle flame had forgotten how to glow. Then a moth with ivory wings carried you across the sky, and every lonely rooftop lifted up its eyes. Lantern moon, glow again, light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, shine again, shine again. Wake the village from the blue night's pain. Rosa saw a candle floating in the wind. Antonio heard the old lamp softly start to sing. Matteo saw the oven brighten through the wall. Elena saw the moonlight touch the balcony rail. Paolo saw a paper bird with silver on its breast. Nina saw a golden key where the moon dust came to rest. The moth flew slowly over them, no hurry in her flight, as if she came from somewhere old to repair the night. Lantern moon, glow again, light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, shine again, shine again. Wake the village from the blue night's pain. Little lamp, little door, little flame we knew before. Little moon, little spark, find the homes inside the dark. One by one the lanterns awoke on the street and by the stair. Golden circles filled the stone, silver dust was everywhere. Children ran into the square, grandmothers brought out bread. Old men sat beneath the lamps and smiled at words unsaid. The moth flew toward the hill, her wings no longer full. The lantern moon had given light to every quiet soul, and in the morning people knew, though daylight touched the stone, a village needs its evening lights to never feel alone. Lantern moon, glow again, light the square and warm the rain. Lantern moon, stay within, stay within. Every open window lets the night begin. Lantern moon above the street, soft as bread and warm as sleep, when the dark becomes too soon. Wait beneath the lantern moon. Wings of moonlight, ivory and white, flying over rooftops where the old dreams hide. Wings of moonlight, soft against the blue, carrying a lantern moon the village almost knew. In the wings were candles, windows, keys, and stars. Tiny paper birds from forgotten boulevards. The moth made no thunder, the moth made no cry. She only brought the evening back across the sky. Wings of moonlight, open through the night. Wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, warm, and slow, bring the village back the glow it used to know. One wing touched touched the fountain, one wing crossed the square. Silver dust fell softly through the waiting air. One wing lit the bakery, one wing warmed the stone, one wing found a window where someone sat alone. Nina saw a moonbeam blinking like an eye. Rosa saw a candle from another sky. Antonio saw the old streets shining in the wind, and every silent lantern post remembered how to sing. Wings of moonlight open through the night, wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, warm and slow, bring the village back the glow it used to know. Light in the feather, light in the door, light in the window that waited before, light in the silence, light in the prayer, light in the night sky still breathing there. The moth shook out her wings, not wild, not loud. Moon dust fell like kindness from a silver cloud. It landed on the houses, it rested on the street. It warmed the little open hands of everyone it met. And every spark that touched the town did not remain apart. It entered through the windows and settled in the heart. When the moth flew beyond the hill, the sky was clear and bright. The village kept her moonlit wings inside every lamp that night. Wings of moonlight open through the night, wake the little lamps and make the darkness bright. Wings of moonlight, gentle, strange and true. The moth brought back the night to us and brought us back there too. Wings so soft and wings so bright, carry dreams through silver nights. If the lamps begin to hide, keep one moonlit wing inside. In a village under moonlight, where the lanterns lost their flame, every window turned to shadow, every street forgot its name. The balconies were silent, the square was cold and blue, and children stopped their waiting for the stories they once knew. The moon above was fading like a candle nearly gone, and all the little evening lights could barely carry on. Then above the sleeping rooftops, through the silver village air, something white began to flutter with a golden light to bear. The moth came down with the lantern moon between her glowing wings. She crossed the dark, she crossed the roofs, and woke forgotten things. The moth came down through through the blue night sky, with moon dust soft and bright, and every heart that lost its evening found its way back into light. Nina stood beside the fountain with a lantern in her hand. She saw the giant moon moth float above the sleeping land. Her wings were ivory silk, her eyes were warm and white, and in her lace-like patterns a little village window shined. Inside her wings were candles, paper birds, and silver flowers, old keys, forgotten wishes, and the dreams of evening hours. Then one soft golden spark fell from the moon she carried there. Nina caught it in her fingers, and light filled the air. The moth came down with the lantern moon between her glowing wings. She crossed the dark, she crossed the roofs, and woke forgotten things. The moth came down through the blue night sky, with moon dust soft and bright, and every heart that lost its evening found its way back into light. Light is not only in the moon, not only in the flame. It lives inside the window that still remembers your name. When the night grows heavy, when the old lamps disappear, one gentle wing of kindness can bring the glow back near. The lantern posts began to tremble, then they burned with gold. The old square filled with faces that the darkness could not hold. Rosa opened every shutter, Antonio raised his eyes, Matteo saw the bakery glass reflect the silver skies. Paolo lit the doorway, Elena smiled through tears, and all the faded village lamps returned from sleeping years. The moth looked down so softly, as if she always knew. The moon was never missing, it was waiting inside you. The moth came down with the lantern moon, and the village breathed again. She lit the roofs and quiet streets with silver, golden rain. The moth came down, then flew away, but left her moonlight there, in every lamp, in every heart, in every whispered prayer. When your lanterns lose their flame, when the night forgets your name, watch the rooftops still, and soon a white moth may carry the moon. Nina stood in the square where the old lamps used to shine. She held one little candle, but the dark crossed every line. The moon above was tired, the windows barely glowed. The village seemed to whisper, we forgot the evening road. Then And over every rooftop, white wings opened wide. A giant moth was floating with the moon held safe inside. Her wings were soft as linen, her eyes were warm and deep, and tiny stars inside her looked like dreams that would not sleep. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark and held it to the night. One small child beneath the lamps can bring a village light. Inside the spark she saw a street, a kitchen and a flame, a balcony with flowers, a door that knew her name. She saw old people laughing, children running late, a lantern by the fountain, and someone at the gate. The moth bent down above her, as quiet as a prayer. The moon between her wings poured gold into the air. Nina lifted up the spark, not to keep it, not to hide. She let the village see the glow that waited deep inside. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark and held it to the night. One small child beneath the lamps can bring a village light. Hold it gently, let it grow. Share the moon you came to know. Little spark, soft and bright, wake the lamps and wake the night. The spark rose from her fingers, then became a silver flame. Soon the lamp beside the fountain softly spoke its name. Then another, down the street and up the hill, all the village lights awakened, quiet, golden still. Rosa cried with wonder, Antonio smiled slow, Mateo opened bakery doors in the moonlit glow, and Nina laughed because she knew, though no one had to say, a single spark can call the moon back from far away. Nina caught a moon dust spark falling from the wing. It warmed her tiny fingers like the first light of spring. Nina caught a moon dust spark, then she let that spark go free, and all the village lamps returned like stars beneath a tree. Little hands in moonlit flame call the dark by a softer name. When the night forgets its art, carry moonlight in